Hey, welcome back to the Dark Descent.
You're a good boy, Daniel. And I
Thank you for joining me. We've met our good friend Heinrich
appreciate you coming.
Cornelius Agrippa.
But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
He's been chilling here for a little while. He just wants someone to talk to. Understandable. And it sounds like we can find out how to make some kind of potion to free him
You
from
should
his
learn,
body.
Daniel. No time for sitting around.
Understandable. So we definitely got to do that.
You're a
Uh,
good boy, Daniel. And I appreciate
but
you coming.
before we go
But
further
I
that
believe you
way,
have more important
um,
things to take care of.
I did actually want to just what the got stuck on the door. I wanted to go back upstairs real quick, um, because there were a couple other doors up here that I didn't actually open yet. Okay, what is going on with... I keep getting stuck on something. I also just noticed when I was starting this session up that there's an option in the menu to turn on developer commentary during gameplay, which is really interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that option in a game before. So I am curious what that looks like. But I just want to check these two doors before we move on. They might be dead ends, but they might not be. Levers. And a note.
9th of August 1839. I can't stop sweating and shaking. The warding ritual was not something of a sane mind. I did not even realize the dungeon was still in use. Alexander had his servants bring one of the prisoners, a murderer, he told me. Alexander made all the arrangements, but he said I had to perform the ritual in order to have the right effect. The shadow could be led astray by the blood of another. Killing the man would provide us precious time. What else could I do? Alexander said it had to be done. He is saving my life. I don't have the luxury of argument.
Oh, Daniel. So this is some It Follows situation. Kill some other people to buy yourself some time. A few drops of oil. I've got... Actually, that's probably just right. It really was just a few drops. Question is, do I go pulling levers just to see what happens? Why not? It is not working. Something must be wrong with the machinery. Two levers on the top floor are not working. It is probably some problem with the machinery. Okay. Yeah, so it does feel like finding Agrippa basically set us up for the third act. Because he kind of gave us the lay of the land and explained how we get to the finale, it sounded like, where there's an Inner Sanctum. Alexander's there, he's got an orb, and we need to collect some other orbs to be able to get in. Okay, and that one won't open. But I think that his character, like meeting his character, is a great example of how important contrast is in horror games, especially. Like, not only is it a friendly face, but he's so nonchalant and polite and nice, you know. It really breaks up the pacing and the tone, and it's all that much more effective,
How are things
considering...
coming?
Oh, pretty
Valhalla?
good.
Oh, exactly. So many of Alexander's things are breaking down. Look around. Maybe the other room. There are machine parts hidden all over this place. You'll find a way to fix it.
Yeah, just it's all that much more
You should learn,
effective
Daniel. No
considering
time for sitting around.
uh, considering just the oppressive atmosphere of everything else. Okay, we got a door here and a door there,
You have more important things to take care of.
and will this be locked? Okay, let me check these real quick. What's this?
There's something else. You should hurry, Daniel.
Cannot be opened from here. A heavy door is blocking the path. Same with that one. Okay. So this is the way we can go. Ooh. Are these, so these are all like memories we're hearing, right? Things that Daniel witnessed. No wonder he forgot. It's probably for the best. Door here. Oh. It's actually nothing. Except I can light this lamp. Which is interesting. I'm not sure why is that room there? Another one, just like it. I'm actually starting to get just low enough on tinderboxes that I feel like I need to start balancing my use of both of these things. Yeah, bunch of cells around the outside here. Ah. Okay, we got stairs up. Does that even lead anywhere? Oh yeah, it does. And we got a door here. Chancel. Okay, so that's a new area. What is... What's up here? Oh. Picked up meat. Okay, that loops around.
I know this. I've been here already. I know this taste. A taste of Damascus rose obfuscating the truth in a dim haze. They may sweep the traces from my memory, but my body remembers. These cuts speak volumes, even though my mind remains silent. They will be back. They will be back.
So that, I mean, that still sounded like Daniel's voice, right? But he's not okay. So we had a memory up here and, ooh. Yeah, that hurt my sanity, whatever that was. Okay, we got some meat. Nice. A slab of fresh meat. Maybe I'll have to feed that to something to distract it. So I guess let's check out the chancel. The fear had begun to drown him again. He reached once more for the empty bottle of laudanum. In frustration, he smashed it against the bedpost. I feel like laudanum is the one thing that isn't actually important. Because if you're being chased, you either live, you either escape or you're dead. think Alexander's, ooh. Alexander is, starting to taunt us as we get closer, and there's definitely... There's a monster on the other side of this door. I do like the helpful, musical cues. Well, since we just zoned in here, like, we can't just sit here behind a door forever. Surely if we die, we just, like, start right there again. So let's risk a peek. Ooh, fancy. The torchlight is all supernatural magic-y in here. Okay, it sounded pretty close by. I don't see anything. Oh, now I do. How far down does he patrol, I wonder? I'm guessing... Ooh. I'm guessing he's just gonna walk back and forth a lot. And I'm gonna have to figure out some way past him. Okay. I like how he closed the door and then tried to break it down. Do I just have to leave and come back? Yep. Apparently so. It had gone too far. The man was suffocating as he could no longer breathe properly between the lashes. Displeased, he started to look for the Damascus rose oil. It's actually still... Okay, there it goes. It's like I am assuming that they can't actually like zone through adjoining areas after you. But the music was still playing when I zoned out, so... Okay, so he... Let's try that again. The thick liquid spread across his tongue. He swallowed excessively to consume every drop. He looked through the window at the widespread forest and the morning sun. Will this ever end, he thought. Let's try this again. Looks like the door's been repaired too. I guess we will just try that door there and see what happens. Otherwise, I would assume we maybe need to... Is this that thing again where once we come back, the monster just doesn't spawn? I've still gotta think that might be a bug or something. Because it's happened before, and it just doesn't seem like it's... It doesn't seem like it's supposed to happen. Yeah, I don't see him. It's like, once you...
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure
Oh.
I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
Gotta hand it to the Alexander voice actor, though. Great voice. Anyway, it really seems like any enemies that had spawned, if you reset, they just don't. Like they had one life, and once they disappear, like that's it, they're gone. It doesn't seem like it's supposed to be that way, but who knows? Okay. 3 doors. Let's go clockwise. Also, who built all of this? Ah. Another note.
12th of August, 1839. Banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed. I spend my time helping out the prisoners.
Helping out.
Being around these degenerates makes me ill. None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy. What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence? They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way, as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation. I try to study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively. Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
Well, let's see. That one was 12 August. It only took him 3 days to go from I can't believe Alexander is telling me I need to kill somebody to like relishing in the process of torturing the prisoners. 3 days. Okay. What is that? What's this? Bucket of tar. I'm hearing machinery noises, so I'm assuming this will have something to do with repairing those levers up top. Except it won't budge. It doesn't say it's locked, it just says it doesn't want to move. That makes me wonder... I mean, we can see through it and everything, it just makes me wonder if there's supposed to be some... I don't know, can I throw something through there, or... Probably not. What about the hammer? Nah, it doesn't work. I don't think I can use any of these to open a metal door. I am curious what the tar is for. I mean... Is there supposed to be an alternate route into there? It doesn't look like... I mean, I can't see anything from the door. So, kind of wonder if there's supposed to be some puzzle that I can do from here to open that. But, I guess for now, we will see... I mean, that looks like it's too far away to loop back around to get in there from the other side or something, but we'll see what we find. Let's try this way. I said clockwise, but that one looks you know, like a good place to go last. Because this looks like a pretty small area, too. Another note. The shattered orb. All is lost. I must once again start over. Ever since I recovered the orb first found by Agrippa, I have depended on it for my research. The incident with Wilhelm made me most impetuous. Fearing a paucity of prisoners, I proceeded with the final ritual without proper foresight. The orb cracked and fell into 6 parts. I have tried everything, but have of yet to mend the thing. Unless I can think of a way to piece it together, I will have to find another. There is still life in the pieces, and even if the orb isn't restored, I might be able to salvage some of its power for some other purpose. Centuries have passed in vain, and I begin to wonder if I will ever be able to see my love again. How much longer can I sustain my life? So, Agrippa was right when he said centuries must have passed. And I guess all their experiments with extracting the life essence from people haven't given him what he wanted, but have at least given him the ability to live for a really long time. And I think this is the first we've seen something about like his real motivation. He's trying to get reunited with his love. I don't think they've mentioned that before. So I guess it isn't just some like arbitrary, I just want to ascend to the cosmos or whatever. I guess he does actually have something he's after. Bunch of tablets with writing on them. This looks like I'm supposed to place something right here. There you go. I would try with these, but I can't actually pick them up. Oh, that looks like that looks like a place where you put a prisoner to sacrifice them for whatever. This looks like a ritual site with some oil. I feel like there's got to be more to this room than just a place to pick up some oil. These 2 rooms definitely look like they're significant. But I mean, is this like a clue with the way this is set up? Because these are all like kind of distinctive props, right? These look unique compared to what's been everywhere else. Just curious if there's any significance to the way this is. Because these things have specific shapes on them, which is weird. That looks, well, I don't know what it looks like, but that's very like conspicuous. These jar things have specific symbols on them. I mean, none of them match these symbols. Oh, and there's this one. Oh, actually, maybe they are all the same as each other. Well, it seemed odd. So do these 3 guys. Very suspicious room. But I'm not sure what to do with any of this stuff. So maybe it's nothing, maybe it's all atmosphere. It is odd, though.
Whatever it takes.
Okay. It is odd, though, that this whole wing would exist just for that note, and these two conspicuous rooms that don't seem to do anything. So I feel like there might be something you're supposed to do with that stuff on that altar, maybe, but I don't know. I couldn't find any, like, the visual clues that were there didn't seem to line up with anything, so I'm not sure. Yeah, assuming that monster was still here patrolling this, like, I don't know, I guess I would just need to, like, sneak past as best I can when he's at one end of the hall, you know, sneak to the other way. What the hell? The hell is this? The pedestal has a smooth hemispherical depression at the top. It could fit an orb. Ah. Oh. I mean, I guess this is the way, right? So once I have the orb pieces, I can somehow put them together and put them here. Nice. So I guess that's the way into the Inner Sanctum, probably. In the meantime... So this means that this being the only way we could go...
Is this guilt I'm witnessing, then? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me? How dare you?
Damn. So... he and Agrippa, I guess, have at least advanced far enough that they can... They can telepathically communicate with me. So what is around here that I can use to deal with that door not budging? I mean, I guess I can... Can I try combining this bucket with anything? Or, I don't know, pour tar on the lock or something? No. Combine bucket of tar with meat? Nope. Yeah. Was there anything back in the Agrippa's room? I don't think I saw anything else in there. Put some tar in the jar? Jar tar? That doesn't work. What am I missing in here? Is there anything around here I can throw? I don't know what I would throw it at. Anything out here? A few random small objects. I guess I could potentially throw something through the bars. We have these broken cog gear wheel things. 3 hammers. does not fit through. The shattered pieces of the orb lie scattered in the torture rooms. I guess the torture rooms are not those little cells that were off of that big room. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure there's something I need to notice here. It's the thing with puzzle games, or games with puzzles. Like, what if you just aren't seeing it? It's a really conspicuous bright orange panel over there. The fact that it says it won't budge. Just like Regent's Park. I mean, the last time we picked something up, Agrippa had more stuff to say about it. So, I guess we can try stopping by Agrippa's chamber. See what he has to say about the bucket of tar or the meat. He's had some good information so far. Carefully cutting the man open made him think this is how Father must feel about his craft. Being an artisan, relying on one's skill to perform something so delicate, grants a certain form of pride. Daniel.
These cells are meant to hold prisoners who are under treatment. The people you send for will end up here. Remember that the confinement itself works as a preamble to the torture, and you should pace yourself. Don't take anyone before they are ready.
Understood.
Sounds from the torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes in the ceiling. Manage your victims well, and let one prisoner's pain instill terror in his cellmate.
You gotta wonder whether...
Good to see you.
Hello.
You're a good boy, Daniel. And I appreciate your company. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
Nothing to say about my new stuff? Hold on, is your entire lower jaw just gone? I thought his mouth was just...
No time for sitting around.
I thought his mouth was just hanging open, but I'm pretty sure it just isn't there. Okay, so these don't open from here. He has nothing to say. And the meat and the tar, so far, don't seem to have a application. Did I already... I think I already looked in all of these. Yeah. I do really like, though, the way that things picked up in this, what I assume is the third act. Like, the story developments have been really cool. Meeting Agrippa was like, so, it was such a breath of fresh air to have...
You're a good boy, Daniel. And I appreciate your company. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
To have somebody just be able to explain some things. What about something back up here? Was there anything? I mean, there's this. Which, again, I can't use any of this stuff on. I really feel like there is probably something I'm missing about how to open that
Was there something else?
that door.
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
So now that I've run a few laps and just double checked that I can't find any more special items. Something died inside of him that day. Watching that man slip away was more than his mind was willing to handle. So that first murder just sort of broke him, and he became somebody who enjoyed the work. Are you still despawned? Yeah. There has to be something in this room that I'm missing. And these other areas, I feel like they just don't... Well, there's two things, I guess. One is this stuff over here is way too... It looks way too significant to be a nothing. Like this prominent altar thing with the symbols. And then the altar down there. So that's one thing. And then the other side, it doesn't look like anywhere else could possibly loop around to that door, so there's something about how to deal with that I'm just not seeing. Ooh, I missed this. Now we're done. Now we've solved it. There was a tinderbox there. Here's another little gold man. Is this guy important? There's two little gold men, one little silver man, and one larger silver man. There.
Find a way.
I mean, I'd like to. These books laying around. There was a book-based puzzle early on. Okay, I've checked everything in here several times. So I'm gonna keep looking around elsewhere. Because I am pretty certain by now that there's nothing that I can actually do in here yet. Such filth, he thought. Good men can safely cheer their departure, as they are nothing but a burden to mankind. They shall not be missed. Yeah, Daniel broke. Meat and tar. What are we supposed to do with those?
Dad, good to see you.
You too.
You're a good boy, Dad. And I appreciate your company. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
I mean,
You should
there's...
hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
I mean, I hear something over
You're a
here.
good boy, Dad. And I appreciate your company. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
I hear some machine sound over here. It sounds like it's coming from here.
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
Can I hammer through this wall?
You're a good boy, Daniel.
No.
And I appreciate you coming. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
Hello?
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
Can I get up there?
You're a good boy, and I appreciate you coming. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
Oh.
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
It was right next to him the whole time.
You're a good boy, and I appreciate you coming. But I believe
They really just stuck this hatch like completely out of the way, and I really should have noticed the audio cues sooner. The machine sound was the clue to come over here. I wonder if that fixed,
you should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Machinery. I wonder if that fixed the levers up top.
Boy, and I appreciate you coming. But I believe you have more important things.
Keep getting stuck on the doorway there. And how do I open this up? Okay. Let me try this room up top again. Yeah, that whole chancel area, it feels like it's meant for more than what I was seeing there. It's just like such a big area, and it has these rooms that seem like they're significant. So I almost wonder if, I don't know, we're supposed to go back there, or... where were those levers? Here. Ah. That did do something. Ah. I'm enjoying just the little elements of, like, just from a design perspective, the atmosphere of, like, the way that this, like, they're playing this particular background music, you know, a lot, and then to have that just brief moment of a blue flash of light and a little, like, exhalation, relaxed, you know, and a little bit of...
Daniel, you have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
Excuse me? And to have that little piano interlude that's like a very different tone, you know. It's so simple, and yet put in the context of this game where the atmosphere is like the whole rest of the time it's so oppressive, and you know, it's really powerful to just get that little moment of, you know, something good. It feels like I need like a new tool or something to be able to open that door. But maybe those two big doors down here?
Good to see. You got the doors open?
Ah, yes.
I knew you could read.
So, you just looked at these stairs for the last
You should hurry then.
few hundred
No
years.
time for sitting around.
Ah, so which way? Hmm. Tinderbox? I'll take that. And a note. Agrippa channels Wire. Wire taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and still he insists on me releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such lack of compassion in a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa as he is, and has been for centuries, my only link to the worlds beyond. Oh. So somehow Agrippa is necessary for Alexander to do anything? Wire claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give him Agrippa first so he too can help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige, but how am I to part from him if my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is a most hopeless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Wire told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae, and tampter. Ah. So this is notes about the potion, the tonic that we need to give him. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be a fertile ground for this sort. I should then be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae could be extracted as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Got it. Tampter, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters looks wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling cairnk. I will have to address Wire with this, as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, a properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. A well. A water-dwelling monster of some kind that lives in a well? Keep your eyes peeled for a well. And we need... I doubt we're going to find any living human victims remaining. But I guess we gotta look around the torture chambers to see if there's any vitae lying around, and then look for a large fungus specimen. Okay. Okay. Useful. Ah. In order, the court of the Black Eagles spew their politics at each other while I sit quietly in place, willfully forgotten. Once in a while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I am the one and the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, aged not by time, but by anguish. Damn, Alexander goes hard. I'll take that. Okay. Oh, and I'll take that. What's this then? Oh. Okay, yeah. Choir entrance. I wonder if I was supposed to go here first. I mean, Should I go back the other way and see what's there? Like the way the ambient music changed in here. Interesting. What's this?
15th of August, 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions.
Ooh.
Hurry. No time to spare. You have to kill another.
Ooh, me?
Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is
Oh.
a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry.
Alright. Do I have to?
Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Paint the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come.
Alright, sorry, buddy.
Please, I didn't do anything. Paint the man, cut the lines, paint the man, cut the lines. Please, the man cries. Now you see. I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain.
Ah, so yeah, this was the thing where you kill somebody to stave off the curse for another day. I'm sorry. Hearing Daniel imitate the victim of the ritual was so funny. Oh.
Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
Oh, did that nuke my sanity? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. That nuked my sanity completely. Does this count as light that I can take a refuge in? I'm still not entirely sure, like, does it just recharge as long as you're near any light source or how that works? But anyway. Is there another one in here? Do I have to do that again?
The shadow. It's close now.
After the men had secured the prisoner, the ritual began. Ooh. I like this. We're learning more and more about what's happened to Daniel, and I like that we're finally in a place where, like, we have the lay of the land to some extent. Like, we know. Oh. You know, when I saw this one, I just thought that shape was like on the wall there. I didn't even notice the body, but I see that one. Excuse me, sir. What's the use of healing my sanity if you're just gonna nuke it down to 0? Choir main hall. The fear had begun to drown him again. He reached once more for the empty bottle of laudanum. In frustration, he smashed it against the bedpost. Uh, what the hell is this?
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now... You only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
Wait. What is... Holy shit. Running. They are close. Okay. So, sneak through here. What if we try going left? I didn't actually hear, like, it seems to notice me before it made any noise announcing itself. But I think by the end there, I did hear multiple enemies, so... This is cool, though. Can't see a thing, and can't use my lantern because it'll... definitely draw them to me. So it said they are close. Damn it. Just let me through. There we go. I'm just gonna hug a wall. See what happens. There's a door over here. Let's see where this goes. I haven't seen any torches that I can light either. What is that? It looks like a coffin or something, but with a person's face on it. Yep, sure looks like that's what it is. Let's see. Tinderbox. Laudanum? Am I injured? Sort of. I might as well heal up. I still don't really know, like... Even having health is, like, the one thing in this game. Oh my god! The forger stood absolutely still. The casket had been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip just for a moment. His knee jerked and he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head fell slightly forward. It took him a while to realize his eye had ruptured and begun to leak. Yeah, this is one of those uh, torture thingies that I always see in games and such that I've always been curious. Like, were these actually used? Or is that, like, something that somebody came up with for a game and it became popular? I don't know. Oh no, like, that's what an Iron Maiden is, isn't it? Isn't that what those are? I guess it is a real thing. Hello? Orby? Yes. That's 1 out of 6. Okay, so I bet the other ones are off of that huge room, and I just have to sneak very, very quietly to the other ones around the edge. Stick to the edges of the room, I'm assuming, except I can't. Because there's a chasm blocking the way. So hopefully, if I just crouch and go nice and slow, maybe they won't notice me. If I just keep hugging left, eventually, right, I'll find everything. I don't like that I cannot see at all where that roving thing is. Because if I die, like, what if, like, where are they gonna put me? What if you have to start the entire room over again? No, they wouldn't do that. I wish I could at least hear where he is. Okay, we go here. I think this might be the same bridge that I went across. Oh no, it's not. There was a blood stain right there on the one that I crossed before. Uh-oh. I hear that. And the music changed. I need to find my way to the next room ASAP, because I'm pretty sure now there's definitely something in here with me. If there wasn't before, there is now. Okay, the room is not over here, but there's a tinderbox. I think that was the music going back to normal. I don't know if that means he despawned, or I just got far enough away. Anyway, if this is a big square, I'm assuming it's a big square, there's going to be another one back here, and then a third one, like, right over there, so that's probably what it is. But I think they said we need 6 pieces. Oh, the other 3 are... Yeah, there was that whole other side, the other door that opened. Shimmering blue light. Oh. Is this the large specimen? What can I use to break this open? Maybe a hammer? There we go. Poison gland, nice. the other... Let's see. So I got that. Agonized victim's blood. Oh, damn it. I wonder if I was supposed to collect it from that Iron Maiden thing. The memory even talked about blood. And I think the hand symbol was still there. I think I need to go back there. Cow? Is that a torture device? You put someone inside a cow? Oh, and then you light a fire under it? Cooked in a cow. With a pipe feeding something in there, I guess? The traitor did not know what to think of the brass bowl as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument which was the bull's head. Outside, the men could hear the brazen bull bellow. Ah, what creative cruelty. What's in here? Oh, I can light it. Do I spend a tinderbox just to see what happens if I light this bowl? That is so twisted and so badass at the same time. But there's an orb around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Yeah, something tells me that the Iron Maiden thing is where I need to get the blood. I mean, I will check that third side just to make sure it isn't over there. Hug left, hug left, hug left. Ah. Can't go that way. I don't think I can... Nope. Yeah, I doubt I can jump on top of that. Yeah. Unless... Yeah, no. We sneak. One more, and possibly going back to the first one. And then we are out of this hellhole. If I can keep track of... I mean, I've just been hugging left, but I'm starting to lose my sense of direction in here. Okay, here we are. This is the main area. So we go this way. All I really know is that sprinting with my lantern on attracts attention. Unsurprisingly. And I know that there is a monster around, and I have no idea where it is, so I'm just gonna keep going. Is that a door up there? No, it isn't. This should actually just be the other side of... Yeah, this is just the other side of the pillar chasm. So we should keep going this way. Oh, there we go. There's a door. I apologize for crouching everywhere, but it seems like if I move normally, I get jumped, so... So we crawl.
The wheel is good for keeping your victim still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
Ah. Just hearing them talk so casually about it. Okay, what do you got? The murderer's limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly but with intent, so the rope secured around his leg stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other knowingly and took a hammer and struck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy. So merciful. Love this torture tour. There we go. 3 orbs. Which definitely makes me think that since there was no obvious source of blood around here, that I maybe need to go back to the other side. So let's see about that. That actually sounds very close. I'm really gonna hope he's not looking at me. Oh, he is so close. Holy shit. I'm actually amazed that he didn't see me. Actually, he still might. I can't look at him, because looking at him will just make me go insane. Is he gone? I think he just despawned. What are your thoughts about the whole... Because they did this in Soma, too. The whole, you're not allowed to look at the monster thing. I mean, I think it's really creative and, like, adds to the tension. At the same time, like, what, you put yourself in a corner and just have to stare into the corner, look at a wall? I don't know, like, I get it from a... I get both sides, you know? It's kind of goofy to just stare at the wall and that's what you have to do, but... I don't know. It's also a cool idea, that I kind of like the idea, so... Anyway. Oh. Anyway, I looked around and I didn't see blood, so I'm just going to keep going and hopefully the blood's on the other side, in the other room. And I think we are coming up on the way out here, as long as we can avoid getting seen by the thing that saw us last time at that spot. Although, based on that encounter just there, it almost seems like the monsters spawn at random and then walk around a little bit and then despawn. It had gone too far. The man was suffocating as he could no longer breathe properly. Oh, I think I read that one already. Okay, so what do we get? We got the poison gland, 3 orb pieces, we have the meat and the tar still. Okay, so we need the vitae and the tempter. And then we will be able to presumably free Agrippa, which will be interesting. I don't know what that's going to mean. Like, do we actually take him with us? Is he going to become a narrator in our head? We will find out. I think we will find out next time.
Something else. Incredible. You found Vaya's recipe.
Oh yeah.
There might still be a chance. Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another realm. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you can get the village. Let me pass the gate, Daniel. Please, find the ingredients and prepare the tonic Vaya described. And do so before you assemble the orb. The barrier keeping you from the Inner Sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the orb, you won't be able to save me.
Okay, interesting. Agrippa, the dying man, wants a specific tonic to save him. Yeah. Okay. Even now, after living like this for a few hundred years, he is still...
Head for the transit and find the rest of the orb pieces.
Yes. He is still fixated on this transcendent experience he's after. Transept. Must be the other door. We have to make sure that he can escape through this gate. Let Alexander open the gate and then let Agrippa through it and then kill Alexander. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Dark Descent. I think the second half of the game, this third act, I think has gotten a lot more interesting. Not that I didn't enjoy the first half of the game, but I definitely think it has picked up in the second half. So just the story developments, the areas, finally getting a more concrete sense of what's going on, what the lay of the land is, and what we need to do. Learning more about Daniel's process of turning from this helpless guy who just goes to the first person who he feels like he has to trust, to becoming this torturer who relishes in his practice, and eventually into someone with no memory who leaves himself a note to kill Alexander. It'll be so cool to see like how that all came about in the end. So hope you join me for next time for part 7 of Dark Descent. And based on kind of the pacing and where the story seems to be going, who knows, part 7 might be the finale. We got 3 more orb pieces to collect, and then it looks like we're going into the Inner Sanctum, so it could very well be the end there. Anyway, thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time.